So today's lesson we're going to look at long division of large numbers. By 6th grade the students have already been exposed to long division for a little while now. They should know pretty much how to do it. But with larger numbers it does get a little more difficult, and it tends to have students shut down a little more because it gets a little more difficult or longer. The way I like to say it, I like to describe, is it more difficult or does it just take a little more time? So we have an example problem here of 8,280 divided by 72. Of course, we cannot solve this right now because it's not set up to do long division. So the first number will go on the inside of my long division symbol. The second number will go on the outside. So 72 and then 8280. And I literally just do the same thing. We like to say, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down. So we ask ourselves, how many times will 72 go into 8? Well, it goes in there 0 times. I could put a 0 up there. How many times does 72 go into 82? Well, that's easy. It goes in there 1 time. And I'm confident with that. So I then multiply it. 72 times 1 is 72. Subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. 8 minus 7 is 1. Check. Is 10 less than 72? Yes, it is. Bring down my 8 here. Now, I have to ask myself again. Let's zoom in just a little more here. How many times will 72 go into 108? Okay. Well, 72, I know it'll go in there once, will go in there twice. Well, if I just acted like this is a 70, that'd be 140, which would be way too big, so 72 is going to be way too big as well. So we'll still only go in there 1 time. So that's going to be a 72. Subtract. 8 minus 2, that is 6. Let's see here, we'll just borrow, that's a 10. 10 minus 7 is a 3. Alright, is 36 less than 72? Yes, it is. So I bring down that 0. Okay, how many times will 72 go into 360? Well, I don't know. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of multiplication on the side to figure out 72 times what gets me either exactly 360 or at least close to it without going over. So 72, like I said, I like to think of it, it's pretty close to 70. So how many times would 70 go into 360, which is how many times would 7 go into 36? Well, that'd be 5 times. So maybe 72 will go into 36 5 times. Let's see. And students could, it doesn't have to be exactly on the first time. They could guess and check, maybe 3, 72 times 4, and they should maybe get to 72 times 5, and 5 times 2, that's 10. That's 35, plus 1 is 36, and I'm right on the money. Get 360. With a 0 left over, I cannot forget that 5 up there. So my answer to 8,280 divided by 72 is 115.